Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another installment of the Ben and Andy Show. I'm Ben. That's Andrew.
What's going on?
Hello, everybody.
We'd like to thank Mr. John Roser for allowing us the studio space, and why don't we just jump into some news today?
All right, big topic this week. Today is Thursday, tomorrow, Friday. We got Donnie America, Donald Trump, his inauguration tomorrow.
Donnie America?
Donnie America. So, we're talking about that off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's talk about his musical guests, or maybe his lack of musical guests. I have a list here of his musical guests that he has. He's got Toby Keith, Lee Greenwood, Three Doors Down, The Piano Guys, Dave J. Ravi Drums, the frontmen of Country, featuring Tim Rushlow, Larry Stewart, and Richie McDonald. Who?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch the inauguration to watch a music show.
No, absolutely.
I'm watching it to see
It's
a
historic.
new piece of history being brought in.
But contrast
To Obama.
President
yeah.
Obama's inauguration in 2008, he had Bruce Springsteen and Beyonce. All right, so 40 Democrats also have stated that they will be boycotting the inauguration. What do you think about that?
What do you? Is that gonna stop Trump from being president?
You see,
Is he gonna be like, all right, I'm sorry.
I'm not a constitutional expert, but I don't think so. I think he'll still be president no matter how many people boycott the
Suck it up.
inauguration.
They should suck it up.
They
all
should
right?
suck it up. Also, he went on Facebook Live the other day, and he was, I don't want to say begging people to come to the inauguration, but he was offering free admission. Andrew, he said it's going to be the biggest event ever.
Well,
come?
I would have gone if I hadn't had midterms. My brother Joseph was going down with his friend, but his friend backed out, so they're not going. Also, it's pretty dangerous, it seems like, down
Yes,
there.
it does seem like. And a little stat about the danger.
A lot of protesters and a lot of Republicans, they're all going to be fighting.
200 bus applications have been approved for the inauguration, the day of the inauguration, as opposed to 1,200 for the next day.
For a protest
One of
march?
the protests are scheduled. So, like,
Protest all you want, it's not going to change a thing.
if you're in Washington, D.C. this week, good luck.
Stay safe.
Should we speculate what some of the headlines will be Friday evening after the inauguration? What do you think?
Yeah, let's speculate.
What do you think? Trump forgets his vice president's name during the speech. Protester storms the stage and tackles Donald Trump.
Trump refers to Ivanka 57 times in his speech.
And then lastly, our last news show of the day, an Idaho man loses 7 teeth when his vape blows up in his face. There's a lot of vapors out there, Scituate High, Scituate South Shore area. Be careful. Gotta watch out for those vapes.
Yeah.
They'll get you. You see the picture of the guy?
No.
You haven't seen the picture? It's bad. He's like bloody mouth and like his bruise on the side of his face. It's like
He probably did something wrong that made the technology fail on him.
I would assume so.
User error.
User error. That would make sense. Producer Brian's upstairs yelling stuff to us. That's why we're talking to him. As we're doing, he's got the earbud. Hello.
Idaho. I totally forgot Idaho is a state. We have some terrible, terrible, very sad news for the Ben and Andy
It's not very
show.
sad.
It's one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen or heard. We have just found out that Ben's eyes do not work properly.
I can't see. I can't see things apparently.
He has
I didn't
very
know.
bad eyesight. He
I
was
didn't know.
diagnosed with being a nerd the other day.
I wasn't. I don't need them for that many things. But I went to the eye doctors and they said read that line, and I said I can't read that line. They said how about that line? And I was
I can't even see the camera right now.
Can you really? I can see the camera.
Sorry, you have perfect eyesight. I can't see it well.
I obviously don't have perfect eyesight. My eyesight is average at best. But I can see leaves now. Trees have leaves. I didn't know
Brian
that.
looks like a totally different person right now.
Is he really?
Yep.
He's blurry. And now for weather, we got our boy Matt Fishman.
Thank you, Ben and Andy. We're here with another week in weather, and this week we have the same as we had last week. We have more warm temperatures. Going on to Monday, we will have about 41 degrees, and it'll be very rainy. We have a 90% chance of rain for this day, and overall, we could get maybe 2 inches of rain for this day. If that were snow, we would have almost 2 feet, but the snow, we need it to be in the 30s. Going on to Tuesday, it's going to be very warm again. We're going to have 48 degrees and another 90% chance of precipitation. At this, we may have another inch of rain. 3 inches of rain overall is very beneficial, especially if we're still kind of in drought, which we are. Going on to Wednesday, the warming continues where we have another day at about 47 degrees. There will be a 0% chance of precipitation. Going on to Thursday. Thursday is still going to be well above average. The average for Boston in January is about 36 degrees. On Thursday, we'll be at about 45 degrees with a 20% chance of precipitation. And lastly, on Friday, which will be almost the coolest day of week, but with no precipitation chance, it'll be about 43. And a fun fact about the weather, we just got new data in from 2016, which was the warmest year on record, which matches up with what we will see this week.
It looks like it's going to be a warm week.
Yeah, I said it last week. I'm a warm weather guy. So
I love the cold. I love the snow. I love the blizzards.
I mean, I would like a couple snow days because like then I don't have to go to school.
And you're a senior. You
and I don't have to make them up. So like.
Why would you want it to be warm? This is the one year you want it to be cold.
I know, but I'm a warm weather guy who would also like a couple snow days.
I want it like the 2015.
Ooh, midterms are coming up, like they do every year.
Unfortunately,
they do. This is my last year midterms. Bittersweet. Just kidding. It's just sweet. Midterms are awful.
You're gonna have them in college.
Oh, Andrew, don't remind me.
You have them right before Christmas.
Yeah, you do. It's tough. I forgot about that. All right.
And finals.
Okay, Andrew. I know my life gets harder.
Yeah, it's gonna get harder and harder.
You're making me feel bad about myself. Anyways, we talked to a variety of students around the school about what they thought about midterms.
And I also lost half the video files. Let's kick it up.
You're talking to Al now. He's a senior, just like I am. Last time around on midterms.
That it is.
What do you think?
You know, midterms, a lot of anticipation leading up to these kinds of tests. A lot of studying, a lot of man hours in the library, at the desk at home, wherever you choose to work or choose not to work for you slackers out there. Anywho, but you know, just get a lot of studying in, try your hardest, and all you can really do is do your best. Thank you for your time.
So we're talking about midterms still. Second time around, are midterms more scary or less scary than they were last year?
Probably less scary, but I think that my classes are harder.
All right, junior year guys, pre-calc's tough, history's
Very
tough.
tough. Yeah.
Chem, whatever, bio. I don't know what you guys take anymore. What do you think? You guys nervous or you guys prepared?
I'm not prepared, but I think I can do it.
Wing it. I'm planning on
gonna
winging
wing
them
it.
all.
Wing it. I like it. Situate High, baby. So we got midterms coming up. What do you think? What do you think about midterms next week?
I mean, you know, dirty season.
The second time around, you a little more nervous or less nervous about midterms?
No, I'm not nervous at all. You know, I'm just looking forward to getting out early.
The perk. Don't forget that. Junior year. Midterms, does that scare you anymore?
Pre-calc is awful.
Pre-calc is the worst. The worst thing ever.
So is guitar this year. He's giving us a 28 packet review paper.
That's tough.
It was awful.
That's tough.
On top of the song.
That's tough. Into a couple sophomores now. You guys, midterm season coming up again. Second time around. You guys more nervous or less nervous about midterms?
I mean, you can't win them all, so I'm just gonna go for it.
History's U.S. History 1. It's tough this year.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit? What about you, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Tough?
Yeah.
More nervous or less nervous than last year?
More nervous.
More nervous. Wow.
I just don't care anymore.
Thank you.
So it seems like most students are genuinely prepared for their midterms.
Yeah, pretty much for the most part. You know, most of them are worried.
Yeah.
I am super worried. I got to type an essay tomorrow.
You've typed an essay?
Oh no, gotta write it.
Gotta write it. I have a midterm tomorrow, and we'll cut this part, but I haven't done much studying for it yet.
Yeah, I'll make sure I'll cut that.
I'm sorry, Miss Will. You better cut this, but if he doesn't cut this, Miss Willinger, don't cut it. I'm sorry.
I know you don't want it. I'm gonna cut it.
I'm sorry, Miss Willinger, if you're seeing this, but I have done a little bit of studying. Oh, and let's do some hotcakes. All right, so we are back again this week with another installment of hot cakes.
You'll get it right one of these.
I will get it right. I always forget. There's got a lot of stuff going on in my head. So 60 seconds on the clock. Let's hop right in. Did you see the other day, NHL game, Chris Kreider ripped a guy's helmet off and started hitting him with it?
Yeah.
It was funny. He got fined $5,000, which is a little excessive. I mean,
excessive?
It was $5,000.
First of all,
It was in the heat of the moment.
Can I first? I got two things for
Go
you
ahead.
now. First of all, he hit him once over the top of the head.
He's like ripped it off,
came back,
and then
it got stuck in his
dropped
hand. Maybe.
He hit him with it.
Yeah, but $5,000. That's chump change to him.
I know, but still, like, come on, it's hockey. It's hockey.
But
This isn't soccer.
No, all right.
No offense, soccer. So Donald Trump wants to bring back military parades in the streets. Are you pro-military parade guy, or like was that too much? Is that too much flex? Kind of reminds me of Soviet Russia, to be honest with you.
Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not pro-military.
Oh, I'm definitely pro-military, but
pro-military.
like pro-maids like flexing on that, like Soviet Russia did it. I think North Korea does it. Like it's a little much. Like we don't really. I don't know.
Parades of like people of like military servicemen.
No,
walking through the
like
streets.
tanks and stuff.
Yeah,
like the
that's
rocket
too much.
launchers.
Yeah, that's too much.
The flyovers, big flyover guy.
Flyovers
I would enjoy a
sick.
flyover now and
Flyovers
then.
yeah,
if we had a
definitely
noon
flyover.
flyover every day, that'd be.
We should do
cool.
a flyover every morning while we're doing.
How's it end? It was one nation under God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. That'd be really cool. Bill Belichick. He seems to always mispronounce the names of social media. Snapface.
Yeah, what do you call 'em?
Your face, my face. I don't even know what he did this time, but stay
Face
woke
chat
up.
or something.
I think he's doing this on purpose now. I think he the first time he did it, like he was
No,
serious. I think Bill Belichick knows that it's not Snapface and like InstaChat.
I don't. I completely think that Bill Belichick is so taken away from today's society and he's just like in Bill Belichick world that like he does not care at all.
He doesn't care, but he knows. I think he's just doing it to play games with the media. He's like,
oh no, he doesn't play games with the media. He could care less about the media.
Okay.
He's the best coach. Best coach of all time.
He's the best coach of all time. The NHL is taking away the breakaway challenge in their All-Star game this year.
Like the creative one?
Yeah. It's kind of stupid. It's the best part.
That kind of stinks, dude. I always loved the one Patty Kane did the Superman.
The OV one with the 2 sticks when he went 5-hole?
Yeah.
That was nice. Steve Carell tweeted, The Office is coming back to NBC.
That's the meanest thing.
And then
I've ever seen in my
tweeted,
life.
just kidding, typo, Will and Grace. I was like, come on, Steve.
First of all, never seen the show Will and Grace
No,
before.
I looked it up.
That was the wrong time for him to do it.
No, I know.
If like,
no, it's
if
good.
Shameless was coming back for another, I don't know if that's.
I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Our viewers watch it, but
good show.
If that was like coming back for a new season, he made that joke. I'd have been like, okay, I'm still hyped about that Shameless coming back. But
Kind of
like,
promotion though. He's promoting Will and Grace. Maybe it's a new show.
you think he got money for it?
Oh, big time. Big time. Definitely got money
I
for
don't
that.
know. He's just a funny dude.
He's a funny dude, but like somebody sent to him and said, hey, do this. Like, come on.
You think somebody's behind the scenes, running his Twitter game?
Not running Twitter game, but they came to him and said, hey, Mike, or hey, Steve.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Michael Scott. We got a great idea for you. And I think he just did it.
All right.
All right. That's all we got today on Hot Takes. Thanks for tuning in.
You're welcome.
Talking sports. Boys hockey won their game this week, Monday, against Silver Lake. They are off till Saturday, and we play Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, and next Saturday. So we got an action-packed week next week.
Nice.
Hanover next Saturday, so come out to that. If you don't have anything to do, it's going to be a huge tilt. Basketball had 2 home games this week. They won both of them.
Pretty good.
Significantly, both games.
Significantly?
Like double digits wins.
Wow.
Their next game is sometime next week. I don't know exactly when. I apologize to the basketball team. And next we have Christina Pelletier, who is coming here to talk to us about her winning speech for the American Legion contest. She came in 2nd place, only behind Casey Boynton, another Scituate High School student. And we have Christina in the studio now to talk about her experience with it. So I'm here talking to Christina now. And Christina, you did very well in that essay or speech.
It's a speech, yeah. You have to write a speech up for it.
So what was the speech? What was the topic of the speech?
So basically, you can pick any amendment in the Constitution and write an 8 to 10 minute speech about it.
Wow,
and
that's
then,
long.
yeah, it's pretty long. You have to memorize the entire thing. You can't use any notes. In the first round, which is just in the Scituate High School, I won 1st place, and Casey Boynton won 2nd place. Mine was about the First Amendment, and he spoke about the 3/5 compromise, which I thought was really interesting. That was something I wasn't expecting. So.
Yeah, and then that was the Scituate Regional, was Scituate School 1, then what was the next step after that?
So the next step after that, me and Casey moved on to, I don't know what they call it, like a district round, like a qualifier. And it was me, him, and another boy from somewhere, I can't remember right now.
Doesn't matter.
And Casey came in 1st place for that, I came in 2nd, and then the other boy came in 3rd. And we're all moving on to the next district round, which is February 4th in Norwell.
Wow, sounds pretty good. Was it the same speech you used both times?
Yeah, so we use the same speech every time. The first round, we just did the 8-minute speech, and then after that, you have to prepare 3 to 5 minutes on 4 different amendments and kind of talk about those. You have to memorize them. They pull one out of the hat like when you're there at like a random, and you have 5 minutes to like kind of figure out what you want to say, and then you go from there. So.
Now, who judges these kind of competitions?
The judges last time were 2 members of the American Legion Post, and one of them was a high school English teacher. They were on the younger side, but there are a ton of veterans sitting in the audience as well watching you. So there was probably about 15 to 20 people there last week.
And is the competition going to get like more and more rigorous, you think, as it goes on, or is it like the same kind of format? It just gets more competitive?
I think it's the same format, but it gets pretty competitive. Like, it's the same 4 assigned topics, but I think as you move on, you're going to find more people who are very like intense about it.
All right. Thank you very much, Christina. Thanks for coming on the show.
You.
Well, that's all we got today. I'm Ben. That's Andrew. Thanks for hitting play.
Probably about 15 to 20 people.
And is the competition going to get rigorous, you think, as it goes on, or is it like the same kind of format? It just gets more competitive?
I think it's the same format, but it gets pretty 4 assigned topics.